Good morning. Daily Bible reading, March 25th, 2026. Today is day 153. Holy Spirit, our Father God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I pray that we understand what we're reading, and may we get some message from you through it. I pray that because I don't always understand what I'm reading. I guess that's just, Oh, okay. Alright, let's get into the word. Israel defeats the southern kings, Joshua 10, 1 through 15. Adonai Zedek, king of Jerusalem, heard that Joshua had captured and completely destroyed Ai and killed its king. Just as he had destroyed the town of Jericho and killed its king. He also learned that the Gibeonites had made peace with Israel and were now their allies. He and his people became very afraid when they heard all of this, because Gibeon was a large town, as large as royal cities and larger than Ai, and Gibeonite men were strong warriors. So the King Adonizedek of Jerusalem sent messengers to several kings, Hoham of Hebron, Piram of Jarmuth, Japhia of Lachish, and Debir of Eglon. Come and help me destroy Gideon, they urged him. And let's see, for they have made peace with Joshua and with the people of Israel. So these five Amorite kings combined their armies for a united attack. They moved all their troops into place and attacked Gibeon. The men of Gibeon quickly sent messengers to Joshua at his camp in Gilgal. Don't abandon your servants now, they pleaded. Come at once, save us, help us, for all the Amorite kings who live in the hill country have joined forces to attack us. So Joshua and his entire army, including his warriors, left Gilgal and sent out for Gibeon. Do not be afraid of them, the Lord said to Joshua, for I have given you victory over them. Not a single one of them will be able to stand up against you. Joshua traveled all night from Gilgal and took the Amorite armies by surprise. The Lord threw them... Sorry. Just don't know what she's doing back there. Lord threw them all into a panic, and the Israelites slaughtered great numbers of them at Gibeon. Then the Israelites chased the enemy along the road to Beth Horon, killing them all along the way to Azekah and Makkedah. As the Amorites retreated down the road of Beth Horon, the Lord destroyed them with a terrible hailstorm from heaven that continued until they reached Azekah. They had killed more of the enemy than the Israelites killed with the sword. On the day the Lord gave the Israelites victory over the Amorites, Joshua prayed to the Lord in front of all the people of Israel. He said, "Let the sun stand still over Gibeon and the moon over the valley of Ajalon." So the sun stood still, and the moon stayed in place until the nation of Israel had defeated its enemies. Is this event recorded in the book of Jashar? The sun stayed in the middle of the sky and did not set on a normal day. There has never been a day like this before or since when the Lord answered such a prayer. Surely the Lord fought for Israel that day. Then Joshua and his Israelite army returned to their camp at Gilgal. Joshua kills the five southern kings. During the battle, the five kings escaped and hid at the cave of Makkedah. When Joshua heard that they had been found, he issued this command: cover the opening of the cave with large rocks and place the guards at the entrance to keep the kings inside. The rest of you continue chasing the enemy and cut them down from the rear. Don't give them a chance to get back to their towns, for the Lord your God has given you victory over them. So Joshua, the Israelite army, continued to continued the slaughter and completely crushed the enemy. They totally wiped out all the armies except for a tiny remnant that managed to reach their fortified towns. Then the Israelites returned safely to Joshua in the camp at Makkedah. After that, no one dared to speak a word against Israel. Then Joshua said, "Remove the rocks covering the opening of the cave and bring 5 kings to me." So he brought the 5 kings out of the cave, the kings of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon. When they brought them out, Joshua told the commanders of his army, "Come, put your feet on the kings' necks." And they did as they were told. "Don't ever be afraid or discouraged," Joshua told his men. "Be strong and courageous, for the Lord is going to do this to all of your enemies." Then Joshua killed each one of the 5 kings and impaled them on 5 sharpened poles, where they hung until evening. As the sun was going down, Joshua gave instructions for the bodies of the kings to be taken down from the poles and thrown into the cave where they had been hiding. Then they covered the opening of the cave with a pile of rocks which remains to this day. Israel destroys the southern cities. That same day, Joshua captured and destroyed the town of Makkedah. He killed everyone in it, including the king, leaving no survivors. He destroyed them all, and he killed the king of Makkedah as he killed the king of Jericho. Then Joshua and the Israelites went to Libnah and attacked it. There too the Lord gave them the town and its king. He killed everyone in it, leaving no survivors. Then Joshua killed the king of Libnah as he had killed the king of Jericho. From Libnah, Joshua and the Israelites went to Lachish and attacked it. Here again the Lord gave them Lachish. Hey! Sorry, dogs are being funny this morning. Okay, from Libnah, Joshua and the Israelites went to Lachish and attacked it. Here again the Lord gave them Lachish. Joshua took it on the second day and killed everyone in it, just as he had done in Libnah. During the attack in Lachish, King Hiram of Gezer arrived with his army to defend the town, but Joshua's men killed them and his army, leaving no survivors. Then Joshua the Israelite army went on to Eglon and attacked it. They captured it that day and killed everyone in it. He completely destroyed everyone, just as he had done in Lachish. From Eglon, Joshua and the Israelite army went up to Hebron and attacked it. They captured the town and killed everyone, including the king, leaving no survivors. They did the same thing on all the surrounding villages, and just as he had done at Eglon, he completely destroyed the entire population. Then Joshua and the Israelites turned back to and attacked Debir. He captured the town, its king, and all the surrounding villages. He completely destroyed everyone in it, leaving no survivors. He did to Debir as its king had done to Libnah and its king. So Joshua conquered the whole region, kings and people, and the hill country, the Negev, the western foothills, and the mountain slopes. He completely destroyed everyone in the land, leaving no survivors, just as the Lord, the God of Israel, had commanded. Joshua slaughtered them from Kadesh Barnea to Gaza, and from the region around the town of Joshen up to Gibeon. Joshua conquered all these kings and their land in a single campaign, for the Lord, the God of Israel, was fighting for his people. Then Joshua and the Israelite army returned to their camp at Gilgal. Israel defeats the northern kings. When the king of Jabin Hazir heard what had happened, he sent messages to the following kings: King Joab of Madon, the king of Shimron, the king of Akshap, all the kings of the North Hill country, the kings of the Jordan Valley, south of Galilee, the kings of the Galilean foothills, the kings of Naboth Dor on the west, the kings of Canaan, both east and west, the kings of Amorites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites in the hill country, and the Hivites in the towns on the slopes of Mount Hernon in the land of Mizpah. All these kings came out to fight. Their combined armies formed a vast horde with their horses and chariots, and they covered the landscape like the sand on the seashore. The kings joined forces and established their camp around the water near Merom to fight against Israel. Then the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not be afraid of them. By this time tomorrow I will hand them over to Israel as dead men. Then you must cripple their horses and burn their chariots." So Joshua and all his fighting men traveled to the water near Merom and attacked suddenly. The Lord gave them victory over their enemies. The Israelites chased them as far as Greater Sidon, Mizrapoth, Maim, and eastward to the valley of Mizpah. Not one enemy warrior was left alive. Then Joshua crippled the horses and burned all the chariots as the Lord had instructed. Joshua then turned back and captured Hazor and killed its king. Hazor had at one time been the capital of all these kingdoms. The Israelites completely destroyed every living thing in the city, leaving no survivors. Not a single person was spared. And Joshua burned the city. Joshua slaughtered all the other kings and their people, completely destroying them, just as Moses, the servant of the Lord, had commanded. But the Israelites did not burn any of the towns built on mounds except Hazor, which Joshua burned. And the Israelites took all the plunder and the livestock of the ravaged towns for themselves. But they killed all the people, leaving no survivors. As the Lord had commanded his servant Moses, so Moses commanded Joshua. Joshua did as he was told, carefully obeying all the commands that the Lord had given Moses. So Joshua conquered the entire region, the hill country, the entire Negev, the whole area around the town of Goshen, western foothills, Jordan Valley, the mountains of Israel, and the Galilean foothills. The Israelite territory now extended from Mount Halek, which leads up to Seir in the south, as far as the north, Baal-Gad at the foot of Mount Hernon, in the valley of Lebanon. Joshua killed all the kings of those territories, waging war for a long time to accomplish this. No one in this region made peace with the Israelites except the Hivites of Gibeon. All the others were defeated, for the Lord hardened their hearts and caused them to fight the Israelites. So they were completely destroyed without mercy, as the Lord had commanded Moses. During this period, Joshua destroyed all the descendants of Anak who lived in the hill country of Hebron, Debir, and Ab, and the entire hill country of Judah and Israel. He killed them all and completely destroyed their towns. None of the descendants of Anak were left in all the land of Israel, though some still remained in Gaza, Gath, and Ashdod. So Joshua took control of the entire land, just as the Lord had instructed Moses. He gave it to the people of Israel as their special possession, dividing it among the tribes. So the land finally had rest from war. Kings defeated east of the Jordan. These are the kings east of the Jordan River who had been killed by Israelites and whose land was taken. Their territory extended from the Arnon Gorge to Mount Hermon and included all the land east of the Jordan Valley. King Sihon of the Amorites, who lived in Heshbon, was defeated. His kingdom included Aroer on the edge of Arnon Gorge and extended from the middle of Arnon Gorge to the Jabbok River, which serves as a border for the Ammonites. This territory included the southern half of the territory of Gilead. Sihon controlled the Jordan Valley and the regions of the east, as far north as the Sea of Galilee, as far south as the Dead Sea, including the road to Beth Jeshimoth, and southward toward the slopes of Pisgah. King Og of Bashan, the last of the Raphaites, lived at Ashtaroth and Edrei. He ruled the territory stretching from Mount Hernon in Selakah in the north to all the Bashan in the east, and westward to the borders of the kingdoms of Jeshur and Makkah. This territory included the northern half of Gilead as far as the boundary of King Sihon and Heshbon. Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the Israelites had destroyed all the people of King Sihon and King Og, and Moses gave their land as a possession to the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half tribe of Manasseh. All right, that's all for today. Thank you.